Hey everybody, welcome back. So I know it's been a little while since I posted my last video, but things have been a little bit busy in my personal life, so I've just been kind of, trying to get things done personally. It's tax season, all that good stuff. So just trying to get things, taken care of. But I was thinking a little bit. I was like, I would touched on this in some of my other videos about my vitamin D deficiency and some of the tests that I've done. But I just wanted to bring you guys an actual list of when I got it done, what it was at, and how much I was taking, each time after that. So you can kind of see like, oh, well, he took this much and that's how much it went up. Now I do want to say everybody's different. So what I'm taking, might make you go up a lot faster. So, or you might be going up slower. But I just wanted to put this out there for perspective, and so you guys can actually see this is how much he took, and this is how long it took to raise his levels this much. And so I first found out I was deficient in March of 2021 when I found out it was 18.8 nanograms per ml. So under 20 is pretty bad. And so that was when I had also been initially diagnosed with celiac disease as well. So I had a lot of malabsorption going on and whatnot, a lot of inflammation. So I was 18.8 nanograms per ml, and I started taking like kind of around the RDA, like 1 to 3,000 IUs per day. So I took that for about 3 months, and I went back in June of 2021, June 14th to be specific, and I was 37.9 nanograms per ml. So I was like, and actually my doctor said I didn't have to take any more because I wasn't deficient, per the test. But I was like, I still don't feel great. I'm gluten free at this point for like almost 3 months, and I'm like, I still am not feeling super great. I'm like, that's when I started doing a lot of investigation into vitamin D and how much you can take and where you should be and all that good stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm going to try and up my dosage a little bit and see how things go. So I started taking like 3 to 5,000, and I remember people telling me like, oh, that's way too much. That's like twice the RDA or more, and like you're going to calcify your arteries and all this good stuff. And I started taking vitamin K2 at that time also. So don't start freaking out. I would start taking the other fat soluble vitamin as well to help get that calcium into the bones and not out of the arteries. So I started taking 3 to 5,000 IU a day. I went back in September. I was still not feeling super great at that point. I kind of had some other allergy issues going on as well. So I went on September 29th. I just went to my regular GP and had it tested, and I was 40.1 nanograms per ml. So just think about this. I was taking 3 to 5,000 IU over the summertime, and I was outside a fair amount as well. And I only went from 37.9, so basically 38, up to 40.1. So I only went up about two nanograms over the course of the summertime. And I'm like, either I'm really not absorbing this very well, or I'm not making it very well from the sun, or my body's utilizing it to it's burning it up faster than it can make it. Trying to fight off infection or clear inflammation. Who knows what? So I have been doing a lot of research at this point. So I'm like, well, I'll start taking 10 to 15,000. So I'm like, I've seen a lot of articles that say 10,000, is fine over a long term. So, and also going into wintertime, because it's almost fall time then, I'm like, I definitely don't want to start going down again. So, I started taking 10 to 15,000, and I tested again on December 23rd of 2021, and I was 44.7 nanograms per ml. So I'm like, okay, so it seems like taking 10 to 15,000 has kind of helped me get up a little bit more. But I'm like, my goal here is to reach 60 to 80 nanograms per ml, preferably the upper end of that. And it's still taking forever, and I'm starting to feel better at this point around that later December, early January time frame. But things still weren't like super duper great. If you haven't seen my other vitamin D cofactor videos, I'll put a link over here. But I talked about the vitamin D cofactors and how they can potentially increase your vitamin D or help you utilize it a lot better or synthesize it. So, I started taking those around that time as well. And I have just ordered another test, so we're going to see here in the next couple of weeks where I'm at. So once I get that test back, I'll put a video out about that test result, and we'll see where I'm at. Because the last couple of weeks are, especially the last couple of weeks, but the last few months I've felt better overall. Like whatever symptoms I've had have been a lot more minimal, or they're a lot less frequent, and a lot less intense. So, I'm really looking forward to see what my vitamin D is now, especially going like that we're going to be going into summertime. And hopefully I'll be able to maintain that 60 to 80 nanogram per ml range like I was talking about. So make sure you subscribe so that way you won't miss that future video I put out about the my next vitamin D test, because definitely excited to let you guys know what's going on. And like I said, I just want to put this out there. I'm not a doctor. This is just my personal experience, obviously. So, if you have any questions or concerns, make sure you ask a real doctor, okay? But with that being said, make sure you check me out on Instagram. It's EthanJones7101. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.